Good day, my scholars. Welcome to my school channel. My name is Alexandra. So in this video, you'll be joining me to solve the JAMB CBT past question for the subject English Language Year 2008. Please stay with us, do not go anywhere, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to my school channel. So right now we'll be solving question 21 to 40. Now let's begin with question 21. Now the instruction says that we should choose the option opposite in meaning to the underlined word. The speaker was rather bold in his presentation of the case. The word bold has been underlined and it means to be courageous, to be confident. That is what it means to be bold. Now let's look at the option. We have unfair, reserved, ashamed, and formal. The answer to this question is reserved. A reserved person is quiet. When you say reserved, the person is quiet or is restrained to open up or share information about him or herself or express his or her feelings. So the answer to this question is option B, reserved. Question 22. The instruction states that we should choose the option nearest in meaning to the underlined word. So now we'll be considering synonyms. Okay, so the doctor tried to soothe the patient before the operation. Now the word soothe has been underlined and it means gently calm. Okay, so it means calm. So option A, examine. Option B, treat. Option C, calm. Option D, induce. So the answer to this question is option C, calm. Question 23. The charge brought against my brother was hardly tenable. Now the word tenable has been underlined and in the instruction we have to choose the word nearest in meaning. So we are still considering synonyms. So we have option A, sensible. Option B, defensible. Option C, meaningful. Option D, flimsy. Now the word tenable means to be able to be defended against attack. Now defensible is to be protected, to be defended. Okay, so option B also is the correct answer to this question. Question 24. The man described his son as a willful character. The word willful has been underlined and in instruction you have to choose the option nearest in meaning. Now willful is used to mean intentional or deliberate. It is also used to describe one having or showing the determination or stubbornness to do whatever it is one wants to do. Okay, so this is how we use the word willful. Okay, now let's take a look at the options. Option A, wicked. Option B, obstinate. Option C, wild. Option D, tricky. The answer to this question is option B, obstinate. Now, obstinate is one who stubbornly refuses to change his mindset about something or change his opinion or decision or a chosen course of action. So even after several attempts to persuade the person to do otherwise or to change, the person would stubbornly refuse to do so and will stick to his own opinion. So option B is the correct answer to this question. Question 25. Our teacher described Agbo's story as a phantom. Option A, scary. Option B, realistic. Option C, fanciful. Option D, interesting. Now let's take a look at the instruction. It says option nearest in meaning, that's a synonym. Okay, so phantom here is a figment of one's imagination. Okay, so the word fanciful is the answer to the question because fanciful means something unrealistic, something imaginative. Okay, so option C is the correct answer to this question. Question 26, and still under synonyms, I find the way she approaches her customers quite repugnant. Option A, unpleasant. Option B, attractive. Option C, ungodly. Option D, encouraging. Now the word repugnant means distasteful or unacceptable. Now the answer to this question is option A, unpleasant. Unpleasant, when something is unpleasant, it is unlikable, unlovable, unattractive, and unacceptable. So option A is the correct answer to this question. 27. Choose the option nearest in meaning to the underlined word. Participation in the program is optional. The word optional has been underlined and the word means voluntary. So when something is optional, it's not compulsory. Okay, it's open to choice. So option A, we have unnecessary. Option B, recommended. Option C, add to, justify. Option D, a matter of choice. So option D is the correct answer to this question. Before we proceed with question 28, please be reminded that you can take practice questions with our simulated JAMB CBT past question. And how do you go about this? All you need to do is you click on the link in the description below. It takes you to the My School website. There you will be required to download My School mobile app for your Android phones and My School software for your computers and laptops. Please go ahead and download and start practicing these questions. Now moving on to question 28, still under synonyms, scientists have invented ways of preserving fruits much longer. So option A, we have coined, option B, devised, option C, arranged, option D, organized. Now invented or invent is to create something. Now option A, coined, is to invent or create a new word or phrase. Devised is also to invent or create a system. Now both of them have to do with inventing. Now this is where the context would be helpful. Okay, now let's take a look at the context. Scientists. So anything that involves scientists is usually more practical. It goes beyond the words or phrases. So we can't go for coined, we'll stick with devised, because devised is to invent a procedure, a complex procedure or a system. Okay, so option B is the correct answer to this question. I believe you're enjoying this content. If yes, do not forget to hit the like button, click on the subscribe button, and lastly tap on the bell notification to get informed as soon as we release the next videos. Question 29. The attempt to count the population was largely successful. Now we are supposed to choose the option nearest in meaning to the underlined word. So we are considering synonyms. So option A, we have mostly, option B, completely, option C, hardly, option D, totally. Now the answer to this question is option A, mostly. Now when we speak of largely, we're talking about a great extent of something. When we speak of completely and totally, it covers the concept or the word all, A-L-L. Okay, but the word largely is not completely, it's not totally, because it is just a large part of something, a great extent of it. So synonymously, the word mostly is the correct answer to this question. Question 30. Choose the option nearest in meaning to the underlined word. The governor has approved the award of the contract. Option A, appreciated, option B, acknowledged, option C, vetoed, option D, endorsed. Now the word approved has been underlined, and approved means to be officially accepted. So it is officially satisfactory. Okay, so the answer to this question is option D, endorsed. When we say something is endorsed, it is also officially accepted, it is officially approved. Now it differentiates it from something that is acknowledged. When you acknowledge something, you just accept the existence of it. It is not necessarily official. So option D is the correct answer to this question. Question 31, still on the synonyms. I cannot stand Simon. I find his attitude offensive. The word offensive has been underlined, and when you find something offensive, it upsets you, it annoys you. Option A, unapproachable, option B, obnoxious, option C, wicked, option D, unpardonable. The answer to this question is obnoxious. Obnoxious simply means extremely unpleasant. Extremely unpleasant. That is something you don't like, something you don't enjoy, something you find resentful, unattractive. So option B is the correct answer to this question. Question 32. Choose the option nearest in meaning to the underlined word. The man will not withdraw what he had said. Option A, take back, option B, take out, option C, take away, option D, take from. Okay, so the word underline is withdraw, and when we think of the word withdraw, we think of the word remove or extract. Okay, and also we think of the word take back and take out. They would also mean to withdraw. However, beyond the nearest synonyms, which is take back and take out, context also would help us to tell which is the answer, which is the correct answer. And the answer to this question is take back, by looking at the context. Now, the man will not dash what he has said. It's to take back what he has said. So take back is the correct answer to this question. Question 33, still under synonyms. The disagreement between the two men became obvious during the meeting. Disagreement has been underlined. Option A, insult, option B, confrontation, option C, passion, option D, insinuation. Now the answer to this question is confrontation. The word disagreement means lack of agreement, lack of correspondence, lack of consensus. Okay, so when we think of the word disagreement, so we'll think of conflict. we'll think of a clash between two people or two parties. Now, the word confrontation is usually characterized by conflicts or the presence of a clash or argument. Okay, so the best answer to this question is option B, confrontation. Question 34. The principle detested is recalcitrant attitude. So the word recalcitrant has been underlined, and we are looking at for the nearest in meaning. Okay, so option A, disobedience, option B, arrogance, option C, voracious, option D, vengeful. The answer to this question is disobedience. Recalcitrant simply is having an uncooperative attitude towards the authority. Okay, so this is disobeying. When you disobey authority, you are not cooperating. Okay, so option A is the correct answer to this question. Please, if you have questions to ask, you can go ahead and ask your questions by using the link provided in the description below. Click on this link, it takes you to the My School website. There you can ask as many questions as possible, and solutions will be provided to you within a short period of time. Now, moving on to question 35. Choose the option nearest in meaning to the underlying word. The popularity of the military dictator waned after the war. The word waned has been underlined, and it means to become weak or to reduce in strength. To decrease in strength, to decrease in extent, to decrease in vigor. Okay, so let's look at the options. Option A, increased. Option B, changed. Option D, declined. Option D, skyrocketed. So the answer to this question is decline, because to decline means to reduce. Okay, to decline also means to diminish. So option C is synonymous to the word underline. Do you have better steps, explanation, or solutions to any of this question? If yes, feel free to use the comment section below. Indicate the question and the solutions you would like to share. Question 36. The union officials suddenly became restive. The word restive has been underlined, and we have been told to look for the word nearest in meaning to the underline. So option A, unruly. Option B, impatient. Option C, calm. Option D, submissive. The word restive means to be restless, to be nervous, to be impatient. So the answer to this question is option B, impatient. Question 37. Choose the option that best completes the gap. Kanuri is a language dash. Option A, I can't speak it well. Option B, that I can't speak it well. Option C, of which I can't speak it well. Option D, I can't speak well. The answer to this question is option D, I can't speak well. Now, if you observe option A, B, and C has made use of an anaphoric reference it, which is a pronoun that should represent Kanuri. Now look at the sentence. This is a simple sentence and a single sentence. So Kanuri is a language I can't speak. There is no need for the anaphoric reference it. So option D is the correct answer to this question. Question 38. Choose the option that best completes the gap. Last Tuesday, Oshano asked me dash. Option A, had I come yesterday? Option B, did you come yesterday? Option C, whether I had come before? Option D, if I had come yesterday. Now, intuitively, you would omit or remove option A and B as a likely answer because it doesn't fill in this gap appropriately. Now, we are left with option C and D. Now, the only difference between option C and D is with the first word, the word used to introduce the sentence. So we have whether and if. Now, what is whether? Whether is used to express doubt or to express a choice between two alternatives. Now let's take a look at the sentence. The speaker is not sure. Last Tuesday, Ochono asked me. So Ochono is not sure about something. Okay, and it's either it was around yesterday or not. Okay, and also whether is used in indirect question. And we can see Ochono asked me. So this shows or expresses an indirect question. But however, if is used to introduce a conditional clause. So it is a conditional word. So you can have a sentence like, if you want to pass, you have to read. Okay, so it's conditional. So for everyone that wants to pass, they have to read. So option C is the correct answer to this question. Last Tuesday, Ochono asked me whether I'd come before. Question 39. Choose the option that best completes the gap. The young man has dashed to sober dash after being drunk. Okay, so the options we have began/up, option B begun/in, option C begun/up, option D began/down. Okay, so let's start with this angle. We have sober and dash. So automatically we know that what should fill this up will be a preposition, and then it will make it a phrasal verb. So phrasal verb equals to a verb plus particle. The particle can be a preposition or can be an adverb. So we have sober up. Now sober up means to make a drunk man sober. Okay, to make a drunk person sober. Okay, so having established that, we'll be left with option A and C as our likely answer. Okay, so the next one is this part. Now this part will make up the verb phrase in the sentence. Okay, so we have has. So this is a quick clue. Whenever you see has, have, and had, the verb that would follow after it must be the past participle. Okay, that shows that it is a perfect tense. It must be past participle. So we have as, and the participle here will be begun. Okay, this is a past tense, but this is a past participle. So the answer to this question is option C, begun/up. So we have the young man has begun to sober up after being drunk. Question 40. My mother had dashed the firewood before it began to rain. So we have to choose the option that best completes the gap. So option A, we have split. Option B, splitted. Okay, we have double T and we have splitting here. Okay, so the answer to this question is option A, split. Do not forget I said whenever you have had and it's forming the verb phrase, the verb that follows should be in its past participle. So the problem a lot of students encounter is not knowing their regular and irregular verb properly. Okay, so this is an irregular verb and so it should be split. So we have the present tense split, the past tense split, and the past participle also split. So option A is the correct answer to this question. We've come to the end of this beautiful segment. I believe you enjoyed it. Please do not forget to hit the like button, click on the subscribe button, and lastly tap on the bell notification to get informed as soon as we release the next videos.